Welcome back to Final Fantasy IV Monk's Run. This is Solinus Dracone, and we are going to take another cratch at this Lich Fiend here. As you can see, I have spent some time off camera getting myself up to speed, and I even did a little bit of a test run with the Lich, and I made him my bitch. I've also got some other things here, some nice high potions, some regular potions, Phoenix Downs, all the 9 yards, because we ballin'. Look at that guild, we ballin'. We've got all the money we could ever need. So, yeah, I did all that off camera, and no, I don't feel ashamed about it. Let's go ahead and take on this fiend. Yeah, we've heard it all before. Come on, big guy. Ready for round 2. Yeah, I am he, blah blah blah. He who knocks. Alright, so remember that piss poor damage we were doing before? Let's take a look at it now. 8-hit combos, bam! Now we're putting on some damage on this guy. Yeah, he hits, but so what? Well, it's looking less good, but I'll still make it. Ooh. That wrecked us last time, but no, we stand strong. Almost there. That's a good hit. A little bit more, baby, a little bit more. Yeah, we're good. We got this. We got much more HP now. Bam! Alright, time for the boss death animation. Look at this, man. Woo! That's what it's all about, baby. Okay, so, now this. The way I've worked it out is there's a major crystal in each of 4 locations, and we've got a little bitty shards of that crystal that happen to have some of the power to replenish these crystals, but the 4 fiends, they're draining these crystals out. Oh, and then this crap. Not interested. So yeah, we've got 4 little crystals that contain some power and essence of the greater crystals, and the 4 fiends, they're coming to suck all the juice out of these crystals and make things bad. So we got to kill the fiends and restore the power of the crystal with our mini crystals. So now that we did that, we take a look and there we go. The earth crystal is now fired up. For the life of me, I don't understand why it's in the slot number 2, but who gives a rat's ass? Now, yeah, the main downside is, oh, we gotta do this nasty fucking slog out of this cave. It's gonna suck, but... oh, wait. No, we don't. Just walk over here and... bam, we done! Out into the world, baby. So, alright, we went ahead and took care of business there. What a difference a few levels make, huh? So now nothing stands up to us. With our 8-hit combos, we are dropping people left and right, and now the cannon is starting to come out of the glass there. Bam. Alright, so I'm going to make a tentative, yet cautiously optimistic statement that we're going to go ahead and take care of the Citadel of Trials and finally get our hands on some items that can actually do us some good. Ambushed by wargwolves? That ain't no thing. We got this. So yeah, with all the extra levels and the stamina and the power, and by the way, level 27 is when the 8-hit combos start, but level 28 is where they stay, because at level 27 you're throwing out some 8s, you're throwing out some 6s still. But, you know, we're just wrecking shit now. All of the damage that we can possibly ever do is being done. And with this extra HP, we're a lot more withstandinatable. So we can take some more damage than we could before. I don't remember how many ribbons there are in this game. The ribbon is like universally in any Final Fantasy game. The ribbon is the item that protects you against all status effects. So, you know, I think there's like only 1, maybe 2 ribbons in this game. But if I could get more, then that's worth putting on a monk. Even if it's not going to do them much good for any of their other damage, it's going to do a hell of a lot of good for keeping them out of trouble. So here's Melmond, little Metalmond. And as we can see, the earth is still kind of rotten. It was like that when we got here, nothing changed. But, you know, we set it back on track. So after defeating Lich, the next point of call needs to be Crescent Lake. Now, I've already been there. That's where I got the high potions from. And, gotta go back there. Circle of Sages is there. And one of those guys has something for us. Let's take on these Buccaneers. I remember vividly in the original game when I encountered these particular bozos, they were called Kaizoku. And I thought, wow, that's a weird name for a pirate, but turns out that's just the Japanese word for pirate, so, you know, go figure. Kind of got a little bit more of that from watching One Piece. You get the word Kaizoku shoved in your face, almost as much as Nakama. So, yeah, crash course education in that, huh? One Piece is possibly the longest running anime that I at least have ever heard of. Even Sailor Moon with its 5 seasons of 50 bazillion episodes each didn't come close. They at least drew that one to a close, whereas One Piece, I don't know, is it still being made? I can't say. It has been so long since I've actually watched One Piece that I don't even know what's going on anymore. Characters are appearing that I've never heard of. It's been so long since I've seen One Piece that an art style change has occurred. Let's just say that. I don't remember Nami being quite that voluptuous. But enough about pirate titties. Let's talk about the game. Oh, preemptive strikes, you say? I think we all know how I feel about preemptive strikes. So yeah, you get a ton of these just gigantic enemy parties of snakes and scorpions, and they don't do a lot of damage, but it's just a big pain in the ass how they sit there taka-taka-taking at you all the time, and you can't get a fist in edgewise. Ooh, level. Yummy. We'll take. Who gained the most? Alright, looks like she, as usual, managed to get all the loot. I don't think there's a greedy monk, but if there was, he'd be it. Alright, so Crescent Lake. I got here before in another video, or so I thought at the time. That was the ill-fated one where I actually played on and realized afterward that I hadn't recorded any of the videos. So, yeah, Crescent Lake, so named because of its crescent-shaped lake. Not because it is a lake full of croissants. It's actually a very nice town for a lot of things, not the least of which is it's the first place in the game that you start to be able to get high potions, something we did not have in the original game, mind you. High potions, ether is available here, phoenix down, tents, and look at me, I'm so rich that I can just sell it all. So yeah, cool beans. One thing I will put to note is that while grinding and fighting some frost wolves over on Devil's Point, I got them to drop an ice shield, which is a wonderfully amazing thing to get that early in the game. If you have a fighter in your party, that's going to be a badass shield to use, possibly for up to the rest of the game, at least if you have a 4-fighter party. And also a Great Axe fell, so that is also very nice. Let's go ahead and take a stay at the inn. It's 200 gil, but, you know, we're flinging money left and right like it ain't nothing now. That's what grinding at Devil's Point gets you. Okay, so all rested up and ready to go. We got some business in this town. I'm going to do something rare for me and kind of show you a little bit of what they carry in the shops. Again, this is a great place to go as soon as you get access to the ship and the outer seas, because you can come over here and buy some pretty baller material here, some pretty good armor is available, all the mithril stuff, and we can't use it, but, you know, again, if you have a character that does happen to need armor and weapons, this is the place. Mithril knife, sword, hammer, axe, they got it all. So as soon as you're able to come and pay this place a visit, because you are going to be able to really get yourself geared up. Okay, so here is the Circle of Sages and the great Lucan himself. Hi. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Well, that's waking her up a bit early, isn't it? Yeah, I'll get right on that. And I got the canoe. Excellent. So, funny that I didn't get it from Lucan, the head sage of all the sages. Look at this, it's just a circle of old men standing here harumphing. I fucking hate you all. Okay, enough of that. So, you'd think the canoe, now, go, do the thing. But, you know what? I am not in the mood to deal with Mount Golg at this point. I've got better plans. The canoe lets you cross rivers, lets you actually enter rivers now, so that kind of cuts down on a little bit of overland travel. Not that we'll be doing a hell of a lot more of it. God, just get the fuck out of my way, trolls. You know that you're not any good. Troller's gonna troll. Get your ass gone. Okay, great. So, let's board our ship, and our destination is going to be... Well, I haven't gotten to any of these other places yet, but you'll see. So, want to go ahead and sail out just a bit, just to kind of go south and, you know, get some distance around the world, if you will, because we are going to be creeping up, is what we're doing. I said the Citadel of Trials, and I mean it. There is a trick with the Citadel of Trials to get there earlier than you're intended to, and it can break the game. Sort of. I call it a dank, and I think it's the best dank in the game. Because I do not want to fucking have to deal with Mount Golg and all that other shit any sooner than I have to. So, by the way, this is the Ryukon Desert. You notice how I got out of the ship there and onto the river. You can dock at rivers now. By the way, the enemies on rivers, they're a little bit better than the enemies out on the ocean. So, as you can see here, they're a little bit higher class, they hit a little bit harder, but at this point it's all complete bullshit to us now. Alright. Beat 'em up good. Ochu. Done. Man-eating plant dead. So this is the Ryukon Desert over here, and this is where, if you have the floater stone, the levistone in this game, then you can come to bring the airship up. The airship is on the eastern portion of this desert, right around here. We're not ready for it yet, but we soon will be. So, okay. Gotta go up in there. Let's get back on the boat, and let's go to town. So I'm gonna sail just a little bit west. Interesting note, you can actually get to Elfheim from this section of the world. You can actually come at Elfheim from the south, so just in case you want to go to Elfheim again for some reason, you can. Oh god, these are just an annoyance now. I should be running, but, you know, it's just as quick to fight. With the way that running works in this game, and you don't always do it, you take as much time per round anyways. These guys are still gonna wail on you. So you might as well just stand there, take the time, and fight it out. As boring, and monotonous, and pointless as it is. Bam, done. And what do I have to show for it? Some measly ass skill. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and start heading south now, because for some reason you wrap around the world when you go from south to north. Go figure. So you follow this northern coast here of the northern continent that you got to by going south, and damn it, get out of my way, Sahagin. What does Sahagin even mean? I don't even know. What is it a reference to? Probably asshole mermen. Come on, die already. Got places to be, things to kill even bigger than you. And of course he gets the first shot in. but it's he who gets the last shot in that counts. Alright, so you follow the northern coast around just a little bit, and head south, keep heading south and west, and then you creep in to this here bay, and you just exit the ship, and here we are. And where are we, you ask? Well, after we get rid of these kitty cats, we're gonna find out. Ow, he bit me. And they bit me and made me poison. Alright, that irrelevancy out of the way. Chug. Drink that lime Kool-Aid. Alright, and here we are at the Citadel of Trials. And I assure you, this is a much faster way of getting to it. It's so much faster that I have to believe the programmers kinda sorta intended it. Because, well, I can't show you on this map, but basically you see that little yellow dot to the right in the middle of that desert there. Well, if you follow that up, if you were to go overland from that section to here, then our landing point would be literally halfway between that. We would have so much overland walking to do. If you look at that little green space that's just up and to the left of that eastern desert there, that's where we would have to have landed and walked through all this shit. So this is just a nice convenient little walk here. Let's save. Okay. And here we find this old man. Cool. I always look for proof of courage. Whoa! Where did he go? So, yeah, that's an interesting point. The crown is necessary in order to come here. If you don't have the crown, you can't do shit here. So, it's impossible to get here without the crown if you're playing the game even within the rules of the game, so, we got something to do here. So, alright, here's the trick to the maze with the Citadel of Trials. Whenever you have a choice of two pillars, go for the lower one, like this. Okay? Now that's good for a little while. There's two that are like that. And then you get popped up in this hallway. And there's a pillar here, of course. And the lower one again, remember. Alright, so now we're up here. And this is where you want to end up. So, the first thing we want to do, we very badly want to come in here. And there is a 100% chance of attack, I believe, on horned devils on this particular block of ground. Now, ooh, they can take a hit. Not very many, but damn. Took two of my guys to take them down. Well, that was a fluke. They don't have that much HP. Okay, cool, so... Or maybe this is the 100%. Yeah, clay golems. That's the 100% attack square. As you can see, they are chumps. I don't know what the point of clay golems is, but look, I'm one-shotting these guys. So in this chest we get the gauntlets. Oh, and those gauntlets. Okay, so this is not the 100% attack chance square. The gauntlets, you do not want to sell these, and I'll show you why. Let's use the gauntlets. And I'm trying to... See, you can only use an item once per round. You can't have two guys use the same item during the round unless you have more than one of them. So I'm going to see if I can actually get this gauntlet out before I completely murder-fuck this Minotaur zombie. Well, we see how that plan went. I think you go around this one here. This is one of the cases where you don't take the lowest pillar, you just go all the way up here. I'm fairly certain. Oh noes! Horny devils are after me. Shit. Single fire spell doesn't do jack. Is that all you got? Alright, so let's go ahead. We can probably get out the gauntlet here. God, you guys, you want to stop with that, maybe? You're wasting MP. Alright, gauntlets, go. So we cast Thundara, and it does damage. It's not much damage, I grant you that, but when you've got a big host of enemies in front of you, and you want to kind of do some chip damage at them, then, you know, that can really save you a couple rounds. So, absolutely, positively, keep that gauntlet. It's very, very, very good. Oh, I took the wrong thing, and now I'm here, and I gotta deal with these. Oh my gosh. And I've been ambushed. Oh. So yeah, in every single case you want to take the lowest pillar. I fucked up. Oh well, we're still having fun. We're not in any danger of getting our asses handed to us here. It is honestly a pretty set thing, I think, from here on out. The only thing that can maybe mess us up... what the fuck? Oh, you cast Hold on me, you son of a gun. Well, the only things that can truly mess you up is if you just get overwhelmed, fucked by enemies, and, you know, they're casting a lot of shit. But I think, you know, I'm gonna tentatively say for the rest of the natural game, not counting that extra content, that we're probably gonna be okay. Alright, gauntlets go. It's not a very powerful version of Blizzara, or I'm sorry, of Thundara, I'll grant you that, but it is useful. I took off a bit of damage from them, and looking at the, oh shit. That isn't good. Ooh, that's very not good. We should be able to... Oh, don't keep doing it. Oh, man. Hard knocks. Paralysis. It's terrible. I can't stand the paralysis effect. I think the worst of it is behind us, knockwood, but, yeah, that's just... It's a danger you have to be aware of, that the, paralysis still exists in the game, and if the enemies get one off on you, then you can be pretty well stuck. You saw how bad that got in the Earth Cave there, so yeah, it's no joke. It didn't work out too badly here, and with the high potions, I'm back on my feet in like 2 chugs, so it's a good thing. Yeah, I'll go ahead and waste a high potion on that, top him off. Alright, let's go through this shit again. Lower... Lower. 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 Okay, we're there. Alright, so... Yep, let's keep fighting our way through. Ooh, Rakshasa. I would not use the gauntlets here, simply because I know this is a 2-round fight. I downed 4 of these guys with my guys, and then the next round is just 1 guy left, so choose your battles. When you're fighting groups of like 6 or more, then, you know, 7, 8, that sort of thing, then yeah, the gauntlets will save you a round. Whenever you do a all over every enemy affecting damage spell, it will save you a round or 2, and that can be handy. You saw how good the gauntlet helped me out with that group of red devils there, so... That's what it's all about, is just, you gotta have some strategy to it. And this is the strategy in any game. Don't just think that higher damage means a better time of it, because if you have higher damage, it doesn't do you dick if it doesn't actually kill the enemy in at least 1 fewer hit. If you are not killing the enemy any faster because of the constraints of the game, then you are wasting stats that you could perhaps be spending more wisely. So I'm pretty certain it's this one now. Alright, this is where we wanted to be. Game is starting to slow down just a little bit. I'm thinking that using Audacity with the settings that I'm using it under is possibly affecting things, because I am recording at 192 kilohertz, and that's not small. The size of the video is probably getting pretty large too, because we're creeping up on that 30-minute mark. So I may just go ahead and decide what the hell, record at a lower frequency, because it seems to be working out just fine. Still, I do think that the quality of my audio, at least in the ease of editing it, especially, and how it matches up to my video without any kind of of decibel boost or gain increase that it matches up best to my video with just the natural settings. So I'm gonna keep on doing it for right now, but it just kind of seems like things are getting a little slow at the moment. So alright, so in this hallway here, the first square you step into in this room is a 100% attack chance, and you're going to be attacked by nightmares. They are not all that bad, although they do some moves that can be a big pain in the ass. These kicks don't exactly feel very good on Zatushi. Ooh, 7 hits? Come on, why are you 1 hit short? That's a bad showing, Ichi. You too, Knee. Oh, overall bad showing, fuck you all. Okay, so here in this staff, the healing staff, yay! Okay, so the game changes now. I am more or less going to be putting She on full-time healing staff duty if it until it becomes boring. Post-com moment, unfortunately, I had pill alarm go off, and so I had to completely edit out this particular section of audio. So rather than just leaving it quiet, I thought might as well go ahead and put some here. So post-com time ends now. Okay, healing stuff. Let's see what we get. That is not a bad heal. Done every round, it can help keep you alive. I'm with it. Alright, so just a little bit further. Ambushed. Ambushed by mummies and a king mummy. Oh my goodness. I wasn't aware that non-kings got to become mummies. It doesn't seem to make any sense. Yay, healing staff first. Yeah, that's not a bad heal. I mean, it's not a great heal. I believe there's healing helms actually in this game that do a little bit better of a job, and everybody can use them. But hey, it's not a bad thing to have an on-hand heal that you can use every round per battle. You know, it's just that little bit of extra survivability. Granted, it's not making the difference I had hoped it would, but you know what? It's not a bad thing. Ice Brand, that's also good. Let's take a look at Ice Brand. No, it doesn't cast anything, unfortunately, but it's a very good weapon nonetheless. Now, I'm not just going to be depending completely on my healing staff, that would be retarded. So, you know, still topping up with potions where I can, but, god damn it, can you guys do anything but ambush me? Stupid mummies. Hate the undead, always have. Vampires are a different matter. Alright, yeah, let's just tear these guys asunder. Bring them down. It's the weekend, finally. Oh my god, I am so ready for a break. Okay, these chests right here. Cottage is good. 1455 gil is good. 7340 gil is good. And here is what we came for. Well, aside from the healing staff. This is our proof of courage. Our rat's tail. Our rat's tail proves that we have courage. I don't get it. It doesn't... I don't know. I mean, the King of the Dragons, who I grew up calling Bahamut... Oh yeah, by the way, 100% attack chance square. Zombie Dragon. Which, yeah, I wrecked. So, what's... Wow, that is actually pretty good. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of that action. Ooh, 2 zombie dragons. These guys aren't a joke, though. They will hurt you if you give them the chance. So, let's see what they do to us. Okay, well, that's not your greatest showing ever, Dragon Zombie, so... You know, I'm gonna give you another chance. Let's give it another go. Wow, if they only send me 1 or 2 at a time, this is a very poor test of your skills. I mean, by this point in the game, just naturally by your leveling, I would think that you're kinda nearing your late 20s, you know? So how it is possible that they expected this to be a challenge by the time you got here, by the time you got the airship, and You already beat the Fire Fiend, who I remember as Carrie, but I think she's Barbarecia or whatever, fuck her name. That you've earned a lot more. What am I getting? What am I getting? Stamina increase. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's just get out of here. We're good. We ground enough. Okay, so, yeah, there you go. That's the Citadel of Trials. So, I think that's a good stopping point. I'm going to make my next mission be going for the Levistone. That way we'll get the airship and we'll have the rest of the game opened up to us, and it's going to be fun! So, again, please like and subscribe. Share me with your friends if you don't mind. I am Solemnus Dracone, and this has been Final Fantasy IV Monks Run. Good night.